With under 2 weeks to go, former President Obama hitting the campaign trail.
I voted yesterday. I did.
President Barack Obama.
Later introduced by Eminem in Michigan and taking a turn at the mic himself.
I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm and ready to drop bombs.
Rallying supporters for Vice President Kamala Harris.
Let me tell you, your vote is going to matter.
In New Hampshire, the current president campaigning for his vice president, warning of the dangers of a second Trump term and saying this.
We got to lock him up. Politically lock him up. Lock him out. That's what we have to do.
The Trump campaign calling on Vice President Harris to condemn the comment, despite Mr. Trump repeatedly using similar language against then-opponent Hillary Clinton in 2016.
Lock her up is right.
It comes as Vice President Harris sits down in a new one-on-one with NBC News, continuing to back President Biden as she did after his debate performance, widely panned as disastrous in June.
Joe Biden is an extremely accomplished, experienced and capable in every way that anyone would want if they're president.
And you never saw anything like what happened at the debate night behind closed doors with him?
It was a bad debate. People have bad debates. He is absolutely.
But that's the reason why you're here, and he's not running for the top of the ticket.
Well, you'd have to ask him if that's the only reason why.
In 2020, a race he lost, Mr. Trump declared victory before all the votes were counted.
Frankly, we did win this election.
What is your plan if he does that again in 2 weeks?
Well, let me say this. We've got 2 weeks to go. And I'm very much grounded in the present in terms of the task at hand. And we will deal with election night and the days after as they come. And we have the resources and the expertise and the focus on that as well.
So you have teams ready to go? Is that what you're saying? Are you thinking about that as a possibility?
Of course. This is a person, Donald Trump, who tried to undo a free and fair election, who still denies the will of the people, who incited a violent mob to attack the United States Capitol, and 140 law enforcement officers were attacked. Some were killed. This is a serious matter.
We asked about the issue of abortion access if Republicans were to win control of Congress.
Is a question of pragmatism, then, what concessions would be on the table? Religious exemptions, for example, is that something that you would consider?
I don't think we should be making concessions when we're talking about a fundamental freedom to make decisions about your own body.
And Hallie, Kamala Harris is going to make her case this week. She's actually going to a deeply red state with a very strict abortion law. What's the thinking, going to Texas?
Yeah, because of the law that you referenced, Savannah, how restrictive it is. Her campaign sees reproductive rights as a huge mobilizing issue that could persuade those late deciders to break her way. You make the point, Texas is red. It is also home to a key Senate race Democrats hope to flip blue, but Republicans hope to hang on to. Savannah.
Hallie, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.